Dr. Jaffe, a client asks, what are the processes that are involved in making kosher products, supplements, in the PERQ line, as well as getting a kosher certification? And are any of the PERQ products kosher?
Yes, several of the PERQUE products are kosher. All of the PERQUE products are made to kosher standards. I'll describe what that means in a minute. But it also costs a certain amount of money to have a rabbi come and supervise the production, etc. And for many of our products, if we built in the cost of that certification, now they're all done to kosher standards, and I have a story about that. There was a very well-known and very rather saintly rabbi in Brooklyn named Rabbi Brevda. And he came upon us because some of our products were certified kosher, and he called me up and he said, "What does that mean?" And he started asking simple questions, but when I gave him good answers, he started asking more complicated questions, and I still gave him good answers because, of course, all the ingredients have to comply with kosher standards, which means not using meat and milk together. But more importantly, the rabbi is supposed to make sure that the working conditions of the employees, this is the staff that are producing the product, have decent working conditions. And being kosher means that he has to check to make sure that what it says is what it means. If the label says something, is that really true? They have to document, verify. They know how to do this. We use several organizations, depending on where in the country we have a need. There's one organization out of Baltimore that is meticulous about dietary supplements because the rabbi's wife happens to be a nature cure. I think she may even be a naturopath. So being kosher doesn't cover everything, but it does cover very important basics of the environment and the people working there. And the rabbi is supposed to make sure that people are not adulterating the product. I know you wouldn't imagine this, but in the industry, it can happen if you're not looking carefully at what people are doing. So it is something of a quality standard. I think it's about 4 or so of our products carry the certification, but all are made to kosher specifications. And Rabbi Brevden gave an opinion that our line, the PERQUE product line, qualified as kosher with or without the certification. And then he was flying with a group of rabbis to Israel, and several of them, it was dry on the plane, several of them had a dry throat, and he took out our zinc lozenges, which I think are not, they don't carry the certification, but they are definitely made to kosher standards. And so he's using them, and the other rabbis asked for them, and he's given them to them. And they say, "Where's the kosher certification?" He says, "I am the kosher certification," Rabbi Brevden. I had the privilege of meeting him and his wife. He gave me one of the books that he had written, many. And so there's kosher standards, which we follow, and kosher certification, which we obtain when we can. They're different. And I'm glad you're asking, because most people, they know that kosher means something of quality, but they're not specifically clear on what it means that you must do, what you should do, what you must not do, and what you shouldn't do. That's what kosher is about.